We got two NBA play-in games on Tuesday's card. We're going to talk about both of those games in this video. We'll look at Miami at Charlotte, and we'll finish it off with Portland at Phoenix. We've been red hot with our NBA free picks on this channel in recent days. We'll try to keep her rolling. We've been particularly hot with player props, and we've got a few more of those here in these games. Let's get it started with Miami. The Heat come in with a record of 43-39, 17-24 on the road, 46-35 against the spread. By golly, that might just be profitable. 5-5 though in their last 10 games. The over is 7-3 in those games. And when the Miami Heat play, you normally look for high scoring games. They rank 22nd in the NBA in opponent scoring average, allowing 118.5 points per game. Number 2 in the NBA in scoring, which is something you don't expect from a 10 seed in the play-in behind the Denver Nuggets. They're averaging 120.9 points per game. Only the Nuggets score more points than these Miami Heat. And Miami ranks first in the NBA in pace of play, averaging 107 possessions per game. This team wants to play fast, but we'll see if their opponent will allow that here in this play-in game. Miami is 3-1 in the season series, and they've won 8 of their last 10 head-to-head meetings versus the Charlotte Hornets. They're 7-3 against the spread in those games, and the regular season games, 3 of 4 games went over the number. All 5 starters are healthy for Miami, including leading scorer Norm Powell. And you know, in Toronto, they don't call him that. They call him playoff Norm Powell. And he's earned it. He's got a ring on his finger from that championship in 2019. And if you didn't know, I cashed in big time with that championship. You can see a story regarding that particular NBA Finals on my Twitter page. If you don't follow me on Twitter, you should be at Jesse Schule. Take a look. We break down my success in the NBA playoffs before I arrived at WagerTalk. And since arriving at WagerTalk, it's been more of the same. But Norm Powell is not the guy that I really want to look at. I want to look at Bam. He's averaging 23.3 points and 10.3 rebounds since the All-Star break. And he's averaged 25 points and 9 rebounds against Charlotte this season. The starters are probably going to be playing 35, 40 minutes in this game. Bam has a particular advantage as I don't think Charlotte's big men can defend him. I like Bam's points and rebounds over the number. I believe that number is 32.5. Charlotte, 44-38 straight up, 21-20 at home, 50-32 against the spread. Probably one of the most profitable ATS teams in the NBA. Just won 6 of their last 10, 5-5 against the spread in those games. And the under is 7-3 in their last 10 games. I said Miami wants to play fast. Well, this Charlotte team wants to play slow. They rank 25th in the NBA in pace of play, averaging just 101 possessions per game. They rank in the top 10 in opponent scoring. They rank 7th, allowing 111.2 points per game. And they rank 13th in the NBA in scoring, averaging 116 points per game. This team is also 100% healthy. All their starters, in fact, all their backups are healthy. The problem is this team is young, really young. 4 of their 5 starters are 24 years old or younger. Nobody's really got any playoff experience to speak of. And even their coach is just a 2-year head coach, assistant from the Boston Celtics. And he's going up against Eric Spoelstra, who is the active coaching leader as far as the longest tenure among active coaches. He's a 2-time champion, and he's been to the NBA Finals 6 times. So given the fact that Miami has the experience and they've got the advantage as the coach and they're getting 5.5 points, I got to take the dog in this matchup. But I also like Bam's points and rebounds over. We'll talk about the second game. Before we do, let me tell you about a promotion we have available this summer at WagerTalk.com, and you really want to jump on this one as soon as you can. We got Major League Baseball all summer long. I came up short with the baseball yesterday, but as you can see last year,
58 units of profit on 61% winners. That was good enough for top 3 on the site. Number 1 in profit with 4% and 5% MLB since 2022. I'm a top 3 baseball handicapper, not just last year, but since 2024, 2023, and 2022. But this video isn't about baseball. This video is about the NBA. I mentioned that you can find more about my NBA records on my Twitter page at Jesse Schule. You definitely want to check that out because that predates these numbers, which is the last 5 seasons. Combined record of 202 and 158 for a staggering 64 units of profit. You can see the consistent double-digit profits year in, year out, and this goes back decades, as you can see if you check me out on Twitter. But all that combined means this deal, $594 in savings, $749 gets you everything I release until the end of August. And of course, that includes college football week 0 and week 1. And if you didn't know, now you know. I cover week 0 and week 1 games, every game on this channel. I break down every week 0 and week 1 game on this channel. I've done it 2 years in a row. If you haven't seen those videos, go back and check it out. We've nailed the Ireland game in back-to-back seasons, and week 0 has been highly successful for us in our free play videos. Anyways, grab that deal. I'm sure you're done listening to me about that. Let's go back into NBA free picks. And we got the Portland Blazers at the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix will be a 4-point favorite, and the total sits at 217.5. And man, this Portland team, really impressive down the stretch. 41-40 straight up, just 18-23 on the road, 44-38 against the spread. But they won 7 of their last 10 games. They covered the spread in 7 of those games. Under was 6-4 in those games. But what's impressive is the losses they had during that span. At Denver, at San Antonio. So those are 2 games that they were never expected to win. They almost beat Denver at Denver. And they lost to the Mavs in the second game of a back-to-back. So they were firing on all cylinders down the stretch. This is a team that beat the LA Clippers twice down the stretch, and they're battling the LA Clippers for seeding, and they win both at LA and at home in those games against the Clippers. This team ranks number 8 in pace of play, averaging 104.9 possessions per game, so they like to play fast. They rank 16th in opponent scoring, allowing 115.8 points per game, so not the best defense. And they rank 16th in scoring 115.5 points per game, right about average. One player I like to keep a look on here for this game is Drew Holiday, over 27.5 points, rebounds, assists. So he's basically averaging right around that number this season, 27.5 points, rebounds, assists. But you're probably already aware, if you bet any props, that in these playoff atmosphere type games, speaking of that, the play-in, the stats don't even count. They're not even really playoff games. What are these games? They are what they are, I suppose. But in these playoff type games, the star players usually log 35 to 40 minutes. Throughout the season, their numbers are based on an average of 29, 30 minutes. So the extra 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes that they may play is going to be very significant to the number of points you're going to project them to score and assists and rebounds they're going to gather. So, and as of a point to prove that, his PRA for the last 5 games, Drew Holiday is averaging 31 points, rebounds, and assists in his last 5 games. This being a key game and him expected, he's the maestro. He should get plenty of minutes. I like him over 27.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Phoenix is 45-37 straight up, 25-16 at home, 46-33 against the spread. I don't like the way this team finished, though. 5-5 straight up in their last 10, 4-6 against the spread in those games. And the over was 7-3 in those games, which is another warning sign because Phoenix is a defensive team. They don't like playing high-scoring games.
You can't count their last game either. So they're 5-5 straight up in their last 10, but their last game was against Oklahoma City's backups, which I can't count that. And prior to that game, they'd lost 10 of their last 15 games. That said, Devin Booker has scored 30-plus points in 3 straight games. He's averaged 28 points per game since the All-Star break, and his points total sits at 26.5. As I said, the star players are going to get more minutes, more shots, more opportunities to accumulate points. I like Devin Booker over 26.5 points. I like Drew Holiday over 27.5 points, rebounds, assists. I like Bam over 32.5 points and rebounds. And I like the Miami Heat. There you have it. If you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. And if you've got anything to say to me, even if it's nasty, by the way, I'm 10-1 with my last 11 NBA client plays, so I don't know why you'd have anything nasty to say to me. But if you do, hit me up in the comments below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can.